Welcome back to the Blurb Breakdown with Taylor and Megan, where we break down and dive into the book blurbs, the good, the bad, and the cringeworthy.
Fair warning. This podcast is rated R for mature content, strong language, and spicy discussions. If you're not ready for swoon-worthy scenes, steam, and unfiltered bookish opinions, proceed with caution. Otherwise, grab a drink and join us.
Hey Blurbers, welcome back to the Blurb Breakdown. I'm Taylor.
And I'm Megan. Today we are covering Wickedly Yours by Jennifer Chipman. And I'm going to drop the blurb and we'll get this party started. After being attacked by demons, I never expected to discover that the man I've been seeing was the crown prince of the demon realm. When he proposes we marry to keep me safe, I agree, not realizing I would be so much more than just his wife. I would be his queen. One of the fates foretold would sit by his side. But to secure his rule, his throne, he needs an heir. Suddenly I'm spending every night in his bed and I can't help but wonder, what if the fates had been right, pairing us together? What if we were something more?
Okay, so I don't know if you have all read Spookily Yours, but this is book 2. It is a interconnected standalone, but I highly recommend that you read book 1 before you read book 2, because you do meet Zane and Luna in Spookily Yours.
Yes. We actually, like at the end, we actually get to dive into their demon realm with them.
Yes.
But we knew we wanted to read this one, Spookily Yours, or Wickedly Yours, and Taylor said you absolutely have to do Spookily Yours. And I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I made time for that because, first of all, I loved Spookily Yours, and then moving into Wickedly Yours and getting these two because I loved these two in Spookily Yours. So getting their story here, I did love Wickedly Yours a little bit more.
Ooh, okay. We get Spookily Yours, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I love that.
I don't know. So, like, you know, I'm like all romance, but this, I loved getting a standalone fantasy-ish.
Yeah.
And like, it wasn't overkill with the world building. It was perfect. Like, I still got the views in my head.
Yeah.
While getting a full story in one single book. So I really loved that.
Yes, I love it because, okay, so just so y'all know, Megan and I do not do thrillers or horror. We're just not really into it. My main is fantasy, which can lean that way, but it's, you know, fantasy world. And then for Megan, it is romance. So so for our blurbing, it's going to basically be all fall romances. So it was really kind of nice that we did throw in some witchy, like magical book, because not all of them are going to be like that. So I completely agree. It did have that fantasy element, that Halloween-y element, that those of us that don't like the actual horror can still enjoy the season, just a little more cutesy.
Yes, it was very cutesy. And if you see Jennifer Chipman's profile picture or like any of her pictures on Instagram, she is so cute.
I know.
I was not expecting the amount of smut in this book, Taylor. I was not. I don't, and it's nothing against Jennifer. I just wasn't expecting it. I loved it. Don't get me wrong. But like right from the beginning when they meet and
first night,
she meets him in the bar and she's like, "Do you want to come home with me?" And he's like, "Yeah, I do."
Yeah, I mean, she's basically talking about in the beginning how she wants an orgasm.
Yes.
And so, I mean, Zane. Okay, so Zane comes from the demon realm to the human realm early because he agreed with Damien, which is his brother, that he was going to wait till Halloween. So he had to avoid Willow and Damien in the bar, but then started talking to Luna, and she takes him home.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
And so after they like hooked up, like his scent was all over her. And now she's got these demons coming after her because they can
Mhm.
smell Zane on her, on
Yeah, she
Luna.
gets attacked.
Yes. And Zane saves the day. Thank
Mhm.
God, right? We love that for her. And that is when he proposed, like, literally proposed marriage and was like, listen, like, if we get married, I can keep you safe.
Yeah. Marriage at
And
convenience.
yeah. And she was like, okay. And I don't think she was expecting what was to come. Well, in the
Mhm.
blurb, it said she wasn't. But
Mhm.
she literally, she's like, what do I need to take? And he's like, nothing, but like, pack what you want. And it was funny because I think it was her. It was either
Mhm.
her or Willow, and correct me if I'm wrong. They were about to go through the portal, and she said, will it hurt? Like, she
Oh
didn't know
yeah.
how that worked.
Yep. Yep.
And obviously it didn't. She was fine. But um he I don't know. Zane was very protective, like right from the beginning of her, and I loved it.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I will say, like, they both had an inkling that they were destined for each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because Luna talks about she can't really control her magic, but she seems to be more of like a seer.
Mm-hmm.
And she remembers ever since she was little seeing like these eyes that match Zane's eyes like her whole
Yeah.
life.
Yep.
And then when you get some of his point of views, he also states that he's basically like just been waiting for her.
Yes.
And so I was like, "Oh, so cute! How old are you?" Little
I
side things
loved
in my
it.
head.
I loved it. I know there was this whole thing with his dad where his dad was just really powerful, and
Mm-hmm.
while he should have already stepped down, he wasn't.
Right.
He was like holding on to being the king of the demon realm and wasn't allowing Zane to take over.
Mm-mm.
And um so Damien is from a different mother. So
Yep.
technically he's not, I don't know how that works, and they might have explained it, but basically Zane, even though he's the oldest, he's supposed to be the one that takes over because
Yeah,
he
he's
was
in
from the
line.
first wife, I guess,
Yeah.
and Damien wasn't.
Yeah, Zane's
Um
mom, Zane's mom was an angel.
yes, we did find
Um,
that out.
what did they say? What was Damien's mom? I cannot.
She was a shifter.
Yes. Okay. So they got different magic that way.
Yes. Um so like while Zane had this ulterior motive of marrying her to essentially use Luna's magic mixed with his
Mm-hmm.
to take over his father,
Yes.
he was also very much in love with her. And it was
Mm-hmm.
so cute because I don't think he was ready for that. Like
No,
it wasn't something
no. It was
it
a big
wasn't
thing
something he
in
was
the book.
expecting.
They both,
Yeah.
on both sides, Luna and Zane, they weren't really willing to admit to themselves that they did love each other, like even to
Mhm.
themselves in the internal dialogue. But
Yeah.
then Zane finally actually does, and Luna's still just kind of like not sure she's there yet.
Yeah, he told her and she didn't say anything, and I was like, "Oof.
No,
Poor
yeah,
Zadie."
and that does come up too, because like he's very insecure about that. He's very insecure about even telling her that they are mates because
Mhm.
he's afraid he's gonna like run her away.
Yeah. He was very cute because when we got his internal thoughts, like he planned this whole elaborate wedding with like the witch traditions mixed with the
Yeah,
demon traditions. He like got Willow involved
I
in
loved it.
everything.
Behind
Everything.
behind Luna's back too, mind you.
Yes.
He went to
Yeah.
her sister and got some things worked out.
Yeah, and she's like, "What the heck?" And he's like, "Oh, I got your sister to help." And I think that was a turning point for Luna because she realized that he's like really in it.
Yes.
Um And then their wedding was so cute, and they did it was like blood sharing, wasn't it? Because they both drink from the goblet, and later on in the book, it sounded like maybe it was that maybe tied them together. I don't think it explicitly said, though.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly, and if it did, I missed the exact.
Okay.
But yeah, they did the like a demon tradition, and then they did like her witchy human tradition, which I freaking loved.
Yes.
I will say, like, it was so frustrating where I even wrote down, I was like, Zane, just tell her everything. Like, Luna was very understanding of everything. Like,
so willing to help.
Yeah.
She was like on board, like, you're my husband. And even though she hadn't told him she loved him, she was just on board to be whatever he needed her to be.
Yeah.
To do what they had to do.
Right. Yep. Loved it.
And then after the ceremony, he takes her to the bedroom, and she's like, don't we need to go to the reception? He's like, oh, they'll be here for a couple days. And he like beds her, and I'm like, damn. Okay. You know what, though? I watched, I don't know, it was probably another freaking podcast or something. Basically, like in real life, they were like, take the time, take 30 or 45 minutes after your ceremony, before pictures, and go hook up with your spouse. And I was like, damn. Okay. Well, Zane did that.
Very much so.
And I don't think they ever went back to the reception.
I don't recall them ever going back either, at least not that night. That's so funny that you said that, because I'm like, that's kind of a lot of work to have to get your dress off, but you know, whatever, man.
God, right? Because, you know, I saw your wedding dress in your pictures. It was pretty poofy.
It was heavy.
I'm like, where are you gonna put that? You're gonna have to like lift it up.
Yeah, it was heavy. Lots of layers. So
I had a thing under mine, so like a tulle skirt that flared out, which made mine poofy. Okay,
yeah, same.
I took that bitch off because I couldn't walk in it. Yes, I did. After our pictures, I took it off, and so then my dress was just the dress, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot.
That's what I mean. I'm like, there's a reason why usually one of your bridesmaids or your maid of honor is designated to go to the bathroom with you, and they actually make bags to help pull your dress out. There is a reason for this, people. So I don't know how you're gonna do this in a half hour.
You know what my photographer told me? Because she was there when I was getting dressed. And I put my dress on, and I was like, and mind you, I had like 1.5 feet of buttons down the back of my dress. And they had just finished buttoning me, and I was like, I have to go to the bathroom. And she's like, sit backwards on the toilet. And I was like, okay. She said, drape the front of your dress like up on the back. And I was like, okay, now I gotta reach over this and try to wipe myself.
It's just so like you just have the front, and it's just supposed to be easier, but you should still have your friend there to help with the dress.
Yes,
but
yeah, I had my sister there for sure holding it back.
Okay, well,
anyway,
I will say, I remember texting you about this, and it was the baby kink.
Oh yeah.
So I don't have like a huge problem with it. I did not necessarily like it to be mentioned every single time that they were intimate. That was a bit much for me. For like every single time.
The put a baby in me.
Yes.
Every time was a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, again, I don't mind. I do think it's cute when, you know, like a couple wants to make the choice and blah, blah, blah. But again, it was just a little bit much for every single time that they were intimate. For me personally,
it did become a focal point of the story. And I feel like you can still make something a focal point without continuously mentioning it. Absolutely.
Yeah. Just like, again, just not every time they're having sex. Like, can we make it a little bit more sexual and spicy versus I just want to get you pregnant? We do have reasons for why, like, Zane's dad was like, "Oh, you just want to have an heir so you can take over."
Mm-hmm.
And I will say Zane admits that is not the only reason, like, why. Like, he fully cares about Luna.
Yes, he does.
So yeah, I didn't hate it. It was just a little much.
It is. And like you mentioned, the like make it a little bit more spicy and fun.
Mm-hmm.
And as somebody who has gone through infertility and actively trying to make a baby, it becomes very redundant and very boring, and
Mm-hmm.
you no longer enjoy sex.
Mm-hmm.
So like that, I feel like that you saying that was so important, because it shouldn't just be about that, about procreating. You should have
Yeah.
fun. Sex is supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
So absolutely, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, and I can completely agree with that. I do know that is a very hard topic and it's a very hard thing
Yeah.
for people.
Hmm.
But yes, like don't let it overshadow the love between the
And
two.
they're newlyweds. Like
Yeah,
you should
yeah.
be hooking up on every surface. Like you shouldn't be able to keep your hands off of each other. But
Yes.
it didn't always have to be about put a baby in me.
Right, right.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Like, it was still really good.
Hmm.
I still very much enjoyed it.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah. Um and then, like, there were at one moment, which, mind you, I was like, I think she's pregnant, because he started
Hmm.
having a weird smell of her. He mentions her scent,
Yes.
but then they don't go any further on that. And then they end up having like a dinner, and she
Hmm.
wasn't feeling well, so she ends up choosing to go back to her room.
Yeah.
Which we do find out Zane actually was trying to make his way up to the room, and he
Got
does
pulled
get
away.
distracted by his friends, which that wasn't intentional of the friends. They were literally just having a good conversation with him.
Right. Yeah.
Because these are Zane's close friends, are people that he basically saved from his father. His father basically terrorized him, his brother, some of these friends of his that he has taken in under his
Hmm.
arm.
Yeah.
So we get a knock at the door while
Yeah.
she's trying
She's
to get, like, in the
in the
bath or
bath or
something.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. And I got so nervous.
Yeah, because she said the only people that could get in there were, I think, her like lady
The
in waiting essentially, and then
Yes.
Zane.
Zane. Yeah. Yep. And
I
so,
remember she told them come in and they didn't.
no.
And that's when her wheels started to turn. Like, why would they not just come in? Like Zane would just come in.
Yeah. So
So
then she
and
goes and checks. Go
she sent
ahead.
her people away.
Yes,
So the only person logically she thought that it would be is Zane.
yes. And so yeah, it ends up being a butler, and said that, so, like, they sent up food for her because she didn't have food, and so she was like, oh,
Right.
okay. But she instantly things start getting weird, and it's like,
Yes.
oh my god, no. And then he just, like,
Yeah.
injects her with something,
Yeah.
and they kidnap her.
Yeah, they take her to his dad, don't they?
Yes, which, I mean, we knew that had to have been his
Yeah.
doing when that
Yeah.
happened, like, absolutely. And I was just like, no.
God, his dad was so terrible. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And then I even wrote that. I said, Demon King, a horrible demon, and then drugged her. Okay, so then Zane goes to dad and basically approaches dad and is like, what the fuck?
Where the fuck is she?
Yeah, he's like, I don't care. Like, give me my girl. Give me my mate.
Yeah.
He does find
And
her.
he does. He can hear her heartbeat or something.
Yeah, and he finds her extremely quick as well, which I was super relieved. But obviously she's been drugged, so she's not doing very well.
Right.
But I will say, I just loved how badly she cared about him. She literally told him to go away because she was afraid she couldn't contain her magic, and she didn't know what they did to her.
Mm-hmm. He didn't care.
No, he didn't care. He's like, no, we got this. I will say they do talk about how Zane's dad drained his mom of her power, because when you mate together, you can share your power.
Mm-hmm.
And so his dad used it all up and basically killed her. So we do have to pay attention of how that works when they combine their powers to defeat his dad.
Right.
But they do. Luna and Zane beat. I said I can't spit it out. Luna and Zane defeat Damon King Daddy. Demon King Daddy. Okay.
You got it.
Fucked that up a few times. But Luna used too much power.
She did. And drained herself. Almost.
I was like, no. And she's just like, make sure the baby's okay.
Yeah. So he gets her back to their room and calls the healer.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh, she's fine. And so are the babies.
Babies.
He said, babies? What do you mean, babies? And she said, 2 babies. Which are the 2 children and the 2 sets of eyes that they keep seeing.
Yes, because Luna is a seer, so we have been seeing. She has been seeing children. She did see that. She actually did see earlier on that Zane was going to try to defeat his dad on his own, and she's basically said, "You can't do that," because she already saw what that outcome would be, and everyone was dead, and she's just stuck.
Yeah.
So I was like, "No, you can't do that."
He when she called him out on it, he was like, I can't let you go. You can't do this. And she's like, you really don't have a choice.
Yeah.
But like I said before, she was so in, like right from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like to just do whatever he needed. So
yeah, and then I loved how like we still had Willow and Damien, and they had conversations, and like Willow wasn't ready to like jump in exactly for Damien. She knew that she loved him, but obviously like they hadn't done the marriage thing or hadn't really moved further. And then she's at her sister's wedding, her sister's getting pregnant. So yeah, the extended epilogue was really good. It was so cute how they both had their little families, and like they gave us an update that like Willow and Damien have got married and a kid, and I just am really excited to see what she does with book 3 that is coming out here in like a couple days. Well, since recording, it'll be out
by the time this airs.
That or within the same week. So
okay.
I'm so excited.
Like that.
Yes, I will say. Okay, I have one complaint. For me personally, it did not take away from the book. And mind you, this is because I did audio. You would not run into this physically reading. But I kind of had to laugh at the male voice actor trying to do the female lines.
Yeah.
Because it reminded me of like if I were myself trying to like do a male voice where I'm like, oh my god, you know, yeah, man, I gotta, you want to go to the bedroom? Like just where it's like it's just so funny.
It was a little weird, and the first time I heard him try to do Luna, I was like, what the? It didn't take away from the book, obviously.
That's how I feel.
Still very, very much love this book.
Yeah, but that's how I feel.
It was a little cringe. Just a little.
Yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. I just wanted to be honest because, like if you do go and you pick up this book, I don't want that to take away from the story. And if for you, narrators play a big part, then I would recommend just read it with your eyes.
Yeah.
Or just be prepared going into it. Because please do not let it take from the story. Jennifer, you did a fantastic job. Honestly, your narrators, you guys did a great job. Maybe just not doing the male, doing a female. fine. If you did a duet where Luna's voice actors covered her parts and not, you would never have that issue anyways.
Right. Yeah.
I just had to put that out there
it.
because I don't want it to take away from people's experiences, because I really enjoyed the book. It was so cute.
I did too. I loved it. And I listened to them back to back, Spookily Yours and then Wickedly Yours, and I don't know. I just loved Wickedly Yours. I think it was more because it was in the demon realm, whereas Willow and Damien's story was more in
human realm.
Yeah. So I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I felt like it was a perfect book to kick off our bourboning series, and I'm really glad you recommended it because I loved it.
Yay, I'm so excited. I really enjoyed it. I'm really glad that you enjoyed it, because I always get a little nervous putting Rex out, to be honest.
Yeah.
And someone not liking it. Mind you, you cannot like a book that somebody else likes. Like,
right.
There's a reason why there's so many different ones out there that all of us connect differently. But I'm just really happy that you enjoyed it. And I've enjoyed Jennifer
yet. Yay! Yes. These are my first Jennifer books, and then I have, I think it's Academically Yours.
Yes, you did just skip that.
I want to read soon.
Yes.
So
maybe we'll do that next year on the podcast, because this we've got our holiday segments, but Jennifer does have a holiday book. We're not covering it on the podcast only because I've already read it and I didn't want to duplicate too many reads, but it's called Alpha Me to Lovers. So highly recommend to all of you guys when it comes down to Blurbs and Mistletoe.
Yeah.
But and if you happen to catch that, that is the name. And only people who have listened to our podcast will know the name ahead of time.
There you go.
So if you did, drop a comment. Drop a comment with like an emoji, like a holiday emoji, telling us you caught the name of our next segment.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for listening. We had fun and we love this book a lot. So thank you.
All right. Thank you, Blurbers. Have a good day.
Bye.